A cold night in St. Petersburg. A palace lit by flickering candles. Music drifting through the halls. And one man sitting at the table, unaware that fate itself is about to close in. In the shadows, nobles watch in silence. On the table, sweet cakes and rich wine. But tonight, their flavor is death. The poison is ready, the bullets are waiting, and outside the frozen river calls for its victim. But history will remember this night as anything but ordinary. The poison failed, the bullets failed, even the ice could not stop his heart. Who was this man? A saint or a devil? A healer? Or the reason an empire fell? This is the story of the man they called the monk who wouldn't die. Rasputin. In a remote Siberian village in 1869, a child was born into poverty. His name was Grigori Rasputin. From his youth, there was something different about him. Villagers spoke of visions, strange dreams, a quiet fire in his eyes. He grew up between sin and sanctity, a peasant with a name meaning the debauched one, a man who prayed with one hand and sinned with the other. But his life changed forever when whispers spread of his healing powers. People claimed he could cure the sick, see the future, even command the will of God. In 1905, his name reached the imperial palace. Tsar Nicholas II and his wife Alexandra were desperate. Their only son, Alexei, heir to the throne, suffered from hemophilia. A single wound could mean death. Doctors failed. Priests failed. But Rasputin prayed, and the bleeding stopped. A miracle or a trick of fate? For Alexandra, it was divine intervention. From that day, Rasputin was no longer a peasant, but a holy man inside the Romanov court. He advised the Tsarina on politics, religion, even ministers' appointments. To nobles and bishops, it was madness. How could a Siberian peasant control the heart of an empire? As his influence grew, so did the hatred around him. The press called him the Mad Monk. They accused him of corruption, drunkenness, secret orgies, even treason. And when World War I erupted and Russia bled on the battlefield, many blamed Rasputin, whispering that Germany guided his hand. By 1916, the nobles decided he must die. December. A palace in St. Petersburg. Candles flicker. A feast is prepared. Wine and cakes, laced with cyanide. Rasputin ate, drank, laughed. But death did not come. Bullets tore into his chest. He fell and rose again. Into the snow he fled, before more shots ended him. And at last, his body sank beneath the ice of the Neva River. Doctors later claimed water in his lungs proved he was still alive when he hit the freezing depths. Weeks later, revolution consumed Russia. The Tsar, the Tsarina, their children, all executed. An empire ended, and many swore it began with Rasputin's death. For some, he was a holy man, a savior who healed the heir to the throne. For others, a monster cloaked in faith, the devil inside the palace walls. But one truth remains. He faced poison, bullets, and ice, and died only when history itself demanded it. More than a century later, his name still drips with legend and fear. Rasputin, the monk who wouldn't die. A saint, a sinner, a prophecy wrapped in flesh, and a warning whispered through time that even empires can fall to a single man.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and join us again as we unveil more secrets behind the veil of history.